Having AD for a long period of time is something that we haven't had over the last year and a half, and now it's time for me to adjust again and see ways I can be even more effective to help this team win ball games, because that is the sport that we're in. We're in the winning business, and I've always been a winner. So it's time to click into that.
All right, Stephen A., obviously the Lakers are without Anthony Davis. We're just hearing from LeBron. Do you think it's fair to ask LeBron to do even more?
Well, to me, yeah. And what I mean by that is that do more scoring, run the offense. That's it. I don't think it is. I think it's necessary because the ball is in his hands. If he was a guy that was averaging 25 and 27 because you had a point guard and other leaders on the squad that were distributing you the basketball and your job was just to put up points, that would be different. But no, he's the point forward. He's the brains behind the operation. He's the ultimate, orchestrator. And because that's the reality of the situation with any team that LeBron James on, but specifically this Los Angeles Lakers team, I don't think it's unfair to ask him to do more. It's not implying that he's not doing enough. It's not implying that he hasn't done enough. It's simply implying that with the absence of Anthony Davis, things have to change, and they can't possibly change unless LeBron James facilitates that change, whether it be continuing to get more of the right people involved, or when to insert himself and get himself even more involved, when to define or decide whether you're going to be assertive and aggressive or whether you're going to be passive at particular moments in the game, in the flow of the game. LeBron has to be the one to make that decision because he's the only one capable of making that decisions at the right moments, at the right times, and manipulating the circumstances to his extreme advantage and that of the Los Angeles Lakers. Only he can do that. Nobody else is a better option to pull that off than LeBron James. And because of that reality is why I say that he has to, it's fair to ask him to step it up and to be more aggressive and what have you, because he's the orchestrator. He's the guy that pulls all the strings. That's all I mean by that. It's certainly not to imply that he hasn't done his part already.
I don't know what more LeBron James can do. I don't know what more we can expect from him. I mean, he's given you 26 more or less, 8 and 8 with a steal, shooting almost 37% from three, taking 7 threes a game, give or take. I'm just rounding up or down depending on, where the decimal point is there with those numbers. And he's also on a team that is elite defensively. Now, a lot of that has to do with AD. But as AD said, I mentioned it earlier in the show, Stephen A., he came on First Take last year and said, I challenged LeBron to perform at the defensive end when he got to the team. LeBron's been doing that too and has been leading a team that plays great defense and great offense. I don't know what else we could ask for him at the age of 36 in his millionth year in the league. Now, I'll say this. The danger in asking LeBron to do any more at his age, given the miles on him, because he's also playing 35 minutes a game, and he's not missing games, right? Remember at first when we weren't sure what was going on with AD, Stephen A., and you were critical, like, hey, if LeBron's playing, you're playing. I know that was before we understood the extent of the inflammation and or the Achilles tendinosis, right?
Yep.
But still, LeBron was playing, right? Second of back-to-backs on the road. LeBron's playing. He feels the responsibility not only to the Lakers but to the league. And he's playing on both ends of the floor. And he's playing given more minutes than anyone who's ever lived who's still this level of elite. Here's the disturbing thing. His efficiency numbers are the lowest they've been. His PER is the lowest it's been since his rookie year. Hasn't been this low since his rookie year. And at a certain point, there's a limit to what you can do physically. And obviously, they need LeBron to lead this team if they hope to win a championship this year, if they hope to go back-to-back. But so you want him to play offense, run the offense, of course, score more, play defense, lead. Also, he's figuring out in AD's absence, what can my team do, right? He finds Caruso in the corner, misses the shot. Caruso misses the shot. He's criticized. Oh, why is LeBron passing the ball with the game? The guy was open, so he passed the ball, right? So he's also dealing with the most scrutiny, the most pressure, the most minutes into his career, anyone who's ever played like this before, on a defending championship team. I don't know what else he can do. It's not fair to ask for more from him. He's doing everything.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.